Howie. It is technically it's actually May the 30th, but this is a video for May the 29th, 2017. So I've got unfortunately some really bad news, which is that I had actually recorded 7 or 8 clips over the day today, and they didn't record the audio. I had muted the audio by accident, so it's just my face talking. So I'm going to kind of try and just review in this one shot sort of what I did today. The two stocks that I was holding still, VII was one of them, where I was in a bunch of days ago at 25.50. It sort of just flatlined again. It's just bouncing right around this $25 mark, and my hope is, you can see it's now been several days that it's bounced around this $25 mark. So my hope is that it's consolidating and will come back up into either these guys, the high 25s, or even break into the 26s. So, there's the 5-day, there's the 10-day. You see it was in the 26 range for quite a while. And it's done this in the past, up to 26, come down and test it around 25 and come back up. So that's what I'm hoping for on this one. So it's a pretty good period of consolidation here. And like I said, not much change on that one. POU had a little bit of a run up for the day. Whoops, let's look at the 5-minute. It did sell off near the end of the day. However, it was up a little bit for the day. And we're close to back to even where we bought it at, which was 21.51, I believe. And BB was one of the stocks that I had set to purchase overnight on an entry that was about, I think, 25 cents below the open, if I remember correctly. And it filled right here, 1485. So it filled right. You see, it came down and then had a huge sell-off all the way to 1455, I believe, right at the beginning of the day. And I sort of had it set, so it just bought it kind of in the higher level of this sell-off. And it came down, it came all the way back up the next few minutes, and then slowly sold off. And I really wasn't comfortable with this stock, sort of looking at it over a long term. It had gapped. Look at the 1 month and show you. It had gapped up pretty hard earlier on, about 4 days ago, and it sort of wasn't able to maintain that gap up. Although it is sort of trending up now that it sort of hit this bottom, but I reevaluated the stock and I just really didn't like it. So I was in at 1481, and I sold at 1484 later in the afternoon, just a $22 profit. But I just basically lost my faith in it. So again, I bought it right around here, and I sold it right in here. And you can see for the rest of the day, it really didn't do much after I got out right here at 1485. So I made a few dollars, ended up being just a day trade, nothing much more. And then the final stock is actually this ABX, which I found during the day while I was looking around. And it started to sell off near the end of the day. I was watching it for the last few hours, and I really liked this one because there was a big purchase order right at the $22 mark. Like, I'm talking like, I don't know, 20,000 shares or something that were looking to be bought at $22. And looking at this over like a 5-day, for example, we have a fairly decent 3-day upswing, sort of slow growth from this 2180 to now 2210. So it's not a big upswing, but it's certainly got some upswing potential. And you can see on sort of like a bigger picture, so this is a 10-day, you can see we've had a lot of flat line and some previous support right at the $22 mark. So this, I think, has some decent potential. Even going back to the 1 month, you can see back here this $21 mark. Several times it's come back and tested sort of right below here. And I like the upside on this. So I have a stop loss set on this one fairly tight at, I think it was 2170 or so, about 10 cents below the lowest it's been in just over a month. And so hopefully we can catch an upswing on this one over the next few days. But I like my entry point at 2205. So if you look at the 1 day on the 5-minute, right when I saw it coming down to this sort of area and breaking below this 2207, which I had been sitting at for a good chunk of the day, I put in a limit order at 2205, and it filled as it was coming all the way down to 22, and then almost immediately pulled all the way back up to 2211 before sort of settling in at 2207. So that was the next trade for the day, and that was really all that happened for the day. I remember in the videos that I'd recorded with no audio just discussing how much more of a relaxing day it felt doing the swing trading as opposed to the day trading, where I didn't necessarily have to be paying attention constantly minute by minute. I could sort of do other things and not feel like I was stuck to the computer constantly. So I did enjoy my first day of swing trading, and there won't really be any daily results that I can give you as to how I'm doing. I might try and do like a weekly recap or something like that to keep track of the statistics, but until I sell like some of these, you know, I might be in this one for a week, I might be in it for 2 weeks. There's no real timeline necessarily for swing trading. And some of them, like BB, I might just be in for a day or half a day. I'm not giving up on day trading. I'm not exclusively swing trading. I'm going to sort of do what feels right for each particular stock in each situation. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We got 3 positions going overnight. We got ABX in at 2205, and then the POU, which we were in at 2151, and the VII that we were in at 2551 as well. So that's the update for today, and I need to get to bed because I gotta be up for market open tomorrow. Thanks for watching.